This will be my TNA Impact Wrestling review for July 17, 2014. Overall, tonight's show was a very good show at the Manhattan Center at the Grand Ballroom. Kurt Angle welcomed everyone to the show. He presents a six-sided ring. Taz appeared on the other side of the upper balcony, and he talks about how years ago, ECW raised hell in New York, and how tonight, TNA will do the same, and the crowd went apeshit pretty much. And again, both Taz and Kurt Angle were praising the New York City crowd. And then Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer, they come out to the ring, and they're also praising the New York City crowd, and they promise that tonight Dixie Carter will go through a table. Then out comes EC3 and Rhino, and they pretty much trash talk the New York City crowd. The New York City crowd obviously boo EC3 and Rhino. They get into a brawl in the ring, but before the brawl even happens, Tommy Dreamer makes a reference to WWE as a jab, if you will, and he says to EC3, this isn't a little PG product. I thought it was funny, but at the same time, I kind of wish that TNA did not reference WWE in any way, shape, or form. Like, honestly, I wish TNA can go a year without throwing a reference to WWE. And the first match was Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer versus EC3 and Rhino. It was an okay tag match, a good way to open the show. It went back and forth for a while. It seemed that Dreamer was about to get the win for his team, but Rockstar Spud got on the apron and he distracted Tommy Dreamer, which caused EC3 to do the roll-up pin for the 1-2-3. I'm gonna be honest, I am not a big fan of the roll-up pins. It takes away from the matches in my opinion, but overall, it was a good opener. And then you had the 8-man X Division Gauntlet match for the X Division title. It opened up with Austin Aries and Eddie Edwards being 1 and 2. And when they got in the ring, the crowd was chanting ROH, ROH, being that obviously it was the Grand Ballroom and both Austin Aries and Eddie Edwards came from Ring of Honor and they have so much history in that building. So it was fitting. And overall, this was probably the best match of the night. It went back and forth with a lot of the 8 guys that were there as well. I think also Crazy Steve, Davey Richards, DJ Zima Ion. You had Manic and you had Sonata also in this match. Also Tigre Uno. And again, this match went back and forth. The final two were Sonata and Austin Aries. Aries got the win. Overall, it was a good match. And after the match, Sonata got his ass kicked by James Storm backstage. And after that, we had Kenny King and MVP versus Bobby Roode and Eric Young. But before the match even happened, Kenny King and MVP were on the mic. They talk about how it's unfair that, the guys go through the match. It's injustice. Because obviously MVP's in crutches. He's still injured. But before the match even happened, there was a backstage segment where MVP cut a promo, but he wasn't in crutches. So it's like, it contradicts a little bit. But nonetheless, this match was a short match. It didn't go long. MVP hit Bobby Roode with the crutch to cause a disqualification. And then Kenny King hit Eric Young with the crutch. You had both Kenny King and MVP in the ring just celebrating pretty much. And you had Madison Rayne versus Brittany. It was an okay match. It went back and forth. Madison got the win here. Then you had Jeff Hardy versus Lashley for the world title. This was a good standard match. It didn't go long either. There was some good spots here, obviously. Hardy did a swanton bomb outside of the ring while Lashley was on the steel steps. And he missed Lashley and Hardy went back first on the steel steps. Probably the 6th spot of the night, and the crowd was going apeshit for it. And then obviously after that, Lashley hit the spear for the win and retained his title. And then you had the final segment of the show, Dixie Carter. She's in the ring with Rhino and EC3 and Spud, and she pretty much dissed the New York crowd. And the New York crowd just giving her massive boos and just giving her shit pretty much. And then out comes Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer to pretty much put it through a table, and they take out EC3, they take out Spud, and they take out Rhino. And it was about to happen, but EC3 makes the save, and in the process, Devon comes out. Devon and Bully Ray, they put EC3 to a table, and you see Dixie Carter in the crowd just going apeshit like crazy about what just happened. But overall, it was a good show. I enjoyed it for what it was. My thoughts overall on the show. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section of this video if you watched the show yourselves. So I'm going to say, guys, and I'll catch you later next video. I'm out. Peace.